quick update, which just developed, a quick update, which just developed today. It has to do with our issue of controlling rats and pigeons on Roosevelt Island. Rosanna did a pretty good study of the commercial trash yard in Southtown, opposite building 425, and discovered that there were all kinds of violations there. Violations of the New York City health code. As I said in my report, that yard was a mess. Okay. And it was attracting rats. Some of the rats were invading building 425. Rosanna went to RIA to bring this situation to their attention. They assigned a good guy to work on it at Side Island. And today, when you inspected the site, it was in, with one exception, which you didn't tell me about, because I went back. The site is in excellent shape. All of the bins, with one exception, are closed tightly. There's no garbage thrown out. The mess on the asphalt and the earth and all that has been cleaned up. Proper fencing has been put around the trash bins. I mean, garbage dump is never going to look great, but compared to where it was, we made in a week or two's time.
Yeah.
Excellent progress. Now, the one exception, you can tell me about, is Starbucks. The Starbucks. The Starbucks bin is overflowing and has no cover.
Yes.
That needs to be corrected.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you.
Yep, excellent. Thank you. Joyce.
I just wanted to make a comment to the portion of dog urination problem on Roosevelt Landing.
Okay.
Okay. Being a dog owner, I'm quite familiar with the issue of dog urination. And there are a couple of things that I want to point out to you. Number one, you understand the concept of curbing your dog. That means that when your dog goes to the bathroom, you put your dog out in the street. Okay? Roosevelt Island Main Street is narrower than streets in New York City. So in New York City, you can curb your dog and your dog will not get run over. However, on Main Street, if you curb your dog will get run over. So the concept of curbing your dog actually is inappropriate for Main Street traffic. However, what I believe should be done, and what I do, is I never walk my dog on Main Street until my dog has done its business in the back of the building. And so I think that what actually you have to take into account the logistics of Roosevelt Island in making the recommendation. And just to grab onto the concept of curbing your dog, which is consistent with all of Manhattan, is not necessarily the way to go here on Roosevelt Island. I believe that what should actually be enforced on Roosevelt Island is if you're a Roosevelt Landings resident, when you walk out of the building, you go in the back. You don't walk your dog along Main Street until your dog has done its business in the back. And that means not on the building. I can't tell you how many people walk out of the building, and the minute they get out of the building, that dog is lifting its leg right on the building. There is no excuse for that. I have 2 dogs, and neither of them, in the 7 years that I've owned one of them, 4 years I've owned the other, have ever peed on the building. They're on a leash. You walk them away from the building, and you walk them into the back, and they are creatures of habit.
Thank you.
Wherever you walk them, that's where they're going to go. When they get finished, then you go up Main Street.
Darren, thank you. Aaron, you wish to respond?
The point is, Joyce, if the dog urinates on the sidewalk or on the walls, the owner is subject to a summons.
That's not
Public,
what it says.
wait a
This
minute.
isn't what-
Please, Aaron.
The sign, I didn't put down all the signs. The sign will say, curb your dog, violators are subject to a summons. Public safety, hear me out,
You can't
Public,
Aaron has the floor.
public safety will issue a summons, but unfortunately you have to see it. But they will actually, under New York City laws.
So
Now,
may,
now, we're not gonna have a long list telling people to take their dog on the grass. That's part of curbing your dog.
No,
Yes,
curbing
it
your
is.
dog
Thank
means
you.
put your dog in the
Please,
street.
No, it doesn't.
Yes,
please.
it does, that means curb.
Council
not
members,
dog.
please. We're not going to, if this is an issue for further debate, then this item should be raised in the committee. I suggest you strongly attend Aaron's next meeting if there wish to be changes further to what the minutes have been reported and what they've adopted at this point. We're not going to, again, this is a question about the minutes. Getting everybody a little bit of leeway here because of the agenda. But having said that, again, these are questions as to the minutes themselves and what the committee has adopted. Yes, Jen.
I understand the signage for access to the tram for strollers, but is there any update in improved communication with the tram operators and the other
Ava
people
has-
at the tram station?
Maybe can give you an update.
Okay.
So the question is, has there been any update from when the minutes were submitted versus news to report as to the signage as of these years?
No, I'm not asking about.
Oh, I mean, sorry,
I'm saying,
communications.
in the past, there's been an issue of communication with the RERA, with the tram personnel and other people who were, had the ability to open the door for people with strollers, bicycles, and wheelchairs. And I'm asking if there's been an improvement in service.
Right.
Yes. The short answer yes, but slightly longer answer, there will be an improvement. We now have somebody who is helping in the morning rush hours with opening the gate, so the communication works well there. And we are still working on a permanent solution for the holiday, because there is still problems during the non-rush hours, which will increase once Cornell is here and people go in opposite direction to the Roosevelt residence traffic. So we have had a meeting with Cy Opperman, Armando Cordova from Light Poma, and I think Jack McManus was there also. And it was communicated to us that this would be probably the most affordable and most easy for them to implement solution if people just open the gate for themselves, those who need it. But we said we cannot tell people to do this because currently the sign says if you do it, you will be issued a summons.
Okay.
So our next step is suggesting a new wording for the sign, which they have not gotten back to me yet. So we just sent them an update today. We suggest a different sign. The sign we suggest would read authorized passengers only, metro card use mandatory or something like this. We're waiting to hear.
Thank you. Is there any further questions concerning the minutes? Seeing none, is there any opposition to the adoption of the minutes by the Services Committee?